These are some pictures of what it looked like when the Greeks gave it back to us.
Well, yeah, it was a real...
My God.
You wonder how they actually put the sea in a vessel that was that bad. Because think of it this way. Those pictures were how that boat looked when the last active duty Greek sailor stepped off that ship. That's what it looked like on the last cruise they took, but the ones many times before that.
I'm going to go in making his account today.
It only takes 5 minutes to do that, Scott. They deliberately make it as easy as possible, so, you know, even the laziest people will do it.
Buddy. For the perilous ride home.
With the cracked windshield.
God.
And the skunks are awake. Yes, they are, and out in force. Oh, we didn't watch the little, what do you call it, abandoned buildings videos there.
We got some what's names. There's got one. Catch up on 2 Resurrection.
Yeah, and 2 Resurrections. Gonna be 3 tomorrow. That's for next week. Because there's one of those abandoned houses loaded with skunk shit.
Nice.
Skunks were living in the house. I thought the minute I saw that, I said, boy, Scott would love that house. Good night, Mike.
See ya.
Nice and brisk out here. What happened?
I had to move a few things.
Oh. Jesus Christ, what, look at this. Look at this, what is this? Are you like dealing tools out of here or something? What the hell are you doing? You got tools all over, brand new tools in here. Every time I open the back of this car, there's more new tools. Jesus Christ, look at this shit. We got drill bits and little pliers and shit. What is all this crap? Nothing. You been cracking safes or something? Oh my God. Nothing? Nothing? Nothing down here. Well, look at this shit. Jesus Christ. Okay, we have 88,226 miles on the 5th. Oh, I guess now it's the 6th of April.
See, I didn't put that many miles on it.
You started with 29,000 miles, or was it 24,000 miles?
Oh, when I started using it?
Yeah, that was
25.
less than a year ago. What was it,
June.
7 months? Yeah.
End of June.
Well, considering you're not commuting to work every day, you know, that's a lot of miles. That's the kind of mileage of someone, that's more mileage than someone commuting back and forth to Manhattan every day puts on the car. Jeez. I wonder how many more of these movies Stallone and Schwarzenegger are going to be able to make. I mean, they are both pushing up. They're in their 60s, both of them now, you know.
There's supposed to be a Mad Max. But Mel Gibson was supposed to do another one of those.
Oh my God. Well, he's getting too fucking old for that kind of shit too, and he looks like crap because he's been drinking.
Haven't heard too much about him lately. He's been keeping a low profile. I guess, what the hell is that? What's
McDonald's. I can spot McDonald's garbage.
After his various outbursts and shit, drunken driving or whatever, and the wife thing, whatever that was. I guess people have been avoiding him. Well, he did do that Mexican movie there, but what, he's in a Mexican prison?
Oh.
I forget the name of that one.
El Gringo.
Yeah, that's it. Bruce Willis, of course, he's still at it too. He's another one that's getting up there. You know, they're that whole generation of action movie heroes from back in the 80s. And you gotta wonder, in today's crop, there really aren't people like them to take their place. When you think about it, there's a few, but not too many. Who's the other one? Tom Selleck, he's still doing it.
Well, he's on CSI Miami or something.
Is he?
Or
Tom Selleck?
Yeah, he was on one of the, or NCIS.
He's on New York PD Blue.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I was close.
Yeah, I know he wasn't on a franchise show. And plus, he's also Sheriff Jesse Stone in the series Stone Cold and all that stuff. Those are made for TV movie. I think he's done 4 or 5 by now. But I don't think he's been in a movie in a while. No more Walking Dead. So what's 7 months?
What a fucking ending. God, Jesus. Did you see the rib cages?
Yes, I saw it.
My God. Well, at least Maggie and Glenn and the crew didn't get done in.
No.
But you still got more coming. Still got the Carol.
Yeah, she's still on the loose somewhere. She wasn't in there with them.
And then they're on their way to the train tracks.
Yeah. And whatever happened to Beth?
Went off in the Cadillac.
Yes. And apparently she's coming back. When exactly in the next season, they didn't say, but she's going to have a different kind of a role. More of a new sheriff in town kind of role, more of a Carol type. But you see the whole thing with the cannibalism, though? This I do not get. You have a massively reduced population living amongst the corpses, true, but the corpses are not eating food, they're eating people. So every supermarket supply warehouse has enough food to supply thousands of people for years on canned and freeze-dried foods. Any military base is loaded with fucking MREs you can be eating the rest of your life. There's no need to be eating people. You know, that would not come for decades, if ever. You know,
people are in short supply.
There's not enough of them around, but there's lots of food. Food should not be a problem. You know, every local community has some. Well, look how many from mom and pop grocery stores to major grocery chains we have just around here. Walk down to canned food aisle, every single one of them. There's more cans in the back room. Each one of them is supplied from regional distribution centers, which are loaded with all kinds of shit. You'll find it on railroad sidings and backs of truck trailers all over the place. Yeah, you're going to run out of the fresh stuff, but the canned food is good for a long time.
What happened when people stopped showing up to the...
Yeah, then you stop, I guess. I don't know. But see, they wouldn't have to take that kind of a risk. Because it is risky. You got armed groups coming inside of your little facility there. Sooner or later, one of them's going to get the upper hand on you. Or they're going to figure you out before they get there and just wipe you out. Then what?
Well, who do they say? Ralph must have been on watch or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Well, you guys got in through the gate guards. How much fucking worse can it get?
That's the thing. You know, they should have. I think they could have been a little. They could have developed something a little more realistic. You know, the governor thing I get, because people like that spring up anytime there's any kind of a disaster like that, anywhere during war, peace, whatever. You know, there's always somebody that wants to be the big man and is psychotic enough, don't care what to do to get there. That I understand. The cannibalism, not really. No, that I don't understand, because food and weapons should not be any kind of a problem in that kind of a scenario.
Well, they're getting all the food and weapons that's coming to them.
Well, that's just it. You won't have to wait for it to come to you. You can go get it. It's all over the place. Just pick it up. You don't have to pay for it. It's just sitting right there waiting to be collected. You know, the world is a wide open grocery store if you want it. You have to avoid the corpses, yes. You know, that's the risk. But anything you want is right there, you know, if you got enough people together to form a convoy up and protect yourselves. You know, but cannibalism is something people turn to in the very last stages of starvation. That's Leningrad during the siege, you know, and they weren't enjoying it, they were doing it because they had no choice. And mostly they were eating the dead. But you're assuming that a bunch of strangers are going to come together and form a weird cult and just start eating people. You know, that doesn't make any sense.
That had to have been a shock when everybody first saw that. Oh my God, the whole world was been like, holy fuck. Minute though, that when what do you call it, Maggie and them walked in and she was up there grilling shit.
Yeah. The
first thing I said, oh, I don't like this.
Well, I read comments online, so I had a pretty good idea something was coming, but the thing of it is that there on this show, there are no happy endings. This is an extinction show about human extinction. There's no happy endings in that.
I'm telling you.
It is just a struggle until you eventually die, one way or the other.
Yeah.
You know, the things waiting to kill these people are legion, disease, because they have no access to any kind of real medical care. The walking corpses, accidents, any of other people. You know, there's always something waiting for them. Is that a gun?
What do you call those? Gang of marauders there.
Yeah, there's always something going to get you eventually. Just a matter of how long you will be around until it happens. And what means it's going to take, you know? Will it be quick and painless, like a bullet to the head? Or will it be, you know, getting eaten alive by the corpses?
Like that one guy we saw.
Yeah.
Glasses.
Yeah. What the fuck was he doing running around in the field, you know?
Never knows.
If he survives 2 years, he should have been smart enough to know how to avoid that. Now, sometimes I do find that people who write for this show a little amateurish. You know, they could do it a little better. They need to get George Romero in there. That, and they've been basing it a little too much on the comic books. If you read the comics, I'm sorry, not comics, the graphic novels, you really do have a pretty good idea what happens next. Because there have been deviations, yes, but not really two major ones. You can still follow the storyline in the books that's in the movie.
I thought it was fucked up when the two little girls got killed. Then they bring this shit on. It's like,
this is a very dark show. I mean, that's the kind of thing that they, you know, you will expect to see on this show. What other show ever have you seen someone shooting small children? You know, a major character shooting a small child in the head, you know, and then goes on like nothing. You know, it's okay, you know, continue to the next episode. You know, what other show would that happen?
This show ain't never going to go off the air. They're going to want to keep this shit going. What are the ratings like now?
High.
What about Hell on Wheels?
That'll be back soon, I guess. As far as I know, it's coming back.
How long do we got to wait for Boardwalk Empire?
Oh, that's another year.
Crap.
Next fall sometime, I think. Well, the last season only just ended a month ago, so. Well, frankly, I think that what the British did with 28 Days Later, that was a little bit more frightening than Walking Dead, only because it's more plausible.
Oh, were they in London?
Yes, where the rage virus got loose, and it basically just turned people insane, and they began attacking each other and shit. They weren't dead people; you could kill them; they died like anybody else, but it spread like wildfire through whole populations, and that's scary because we could really envision something like that happening to us for real. Maybe not a rage virus, but something like it, Spanish influenza type deal. That just moves is extremely communicable, extremely fast. So that means it doesn't take weeks or months to kill you. It does it in hours or days. And it just decimates the population down below our ability to maintain infrastructure, critical infrastructure. Then you're in trouble. That's the big fear. That's what everybody is terrified about. Either a manufactured bug of some kind, or one that Mother Nature doesn't need us to manufacture bugs. She comes up with them all by herself. Whatever the hell the Spanish influenza was, that did not come from us. That came from nature. And it's by far not the only one that has. The Black Death came from nature, And these are diseases that wiped out millions very quickly. The Black Death in the 13th century depopulated entire cities and towns.
It was just mostly Europe and Asia, right?
It started in Asia and it spread to Europe. And that didn't spread to the Americas at that time because there was no transport back and forth yet. So the Indian population really wasn't hit with that until many years later. It eventually did transport over here in the rats that traveled here on ships. They brought the fleas with them and they were infected. And before you know it, the Black Death was here. But not to the same extent that it was in Europe, where it's literally killing millions. And that's what they're so fucking scared of with all the SARS and shit like that, why they watch it so carefully, because it's not the disease we know, it's the one that's going to mutate into that they're scared of. These viruses mutate, and when they do, they can take on forms that are much more virulent. You don't really know until it happens. The fear is you're not going to know about it until it's too late. Tests, case zero has already spread it all over the fucking place, and it's gotten onto aircraft, and it's gotten across the continent, across nation, the whole continents, across oceans. Before you realize the extent of the problem you have, it's spread so far you can't stop it. And then once it gets to the major populations, forget it. Game over. If we were hit with something that wiped out maybe 50 to 60% of our population, we would be hard pressed to maintain anything of like what we have today. You can forget about fielding an army of millions. You can forget about maintaining the sort of national infrastructure we have, or worldwide, if it's just not going to happen. There's not enough warm bodies to fill the slots, especially if it hits people from all walks of life. People with training are wiped out, people without training, so you're fucked. But if it's worse than that, say 80%, 90%, forget it. You won't be able to keep the fucking lights on. That would wipe out everything. Our food, transportation, electric power, water. We would be back in the dark ages for real. Yeah, we would be scavenging like on The Walking Dead. That, I think, is more frightening than nuclear war. Nuclear war will just kill us. If we're lucky, we'll be wiped out in the initial explosion. If not, we'll die a few weeks later of radiation poisoning or something like that. But you don't want to be living in a world where you're a survivor of a massive pandemic, and it's just you and the corpses that didn't get buried, you know? Where would you go? You couldn't stay in any populated area because that many dead bodies, you're not going to be able to bury them yourself or even the few survivors. Before you know it, there's going to be other kinds of diseases that follow in the wake of too many unburied dead bodies. Fouling water, fouling everything else. Exploding rat populations from eating corpses. When you think about what some of these fucking people were doing in these weaponized facilities, you know, the Russians had one right up through the end of the Cold War, probably still have one somewhere, where they were trying to engineer, and in fact did engineer, viruses like weaponizing smallpox and everything else to wipe out whole. How the hell do they think they were going to contain something like that within the borders of the enemy? They never stop to think that something like that can't be stopped by a border or a tank or something like that. It jumps very easily from one person to another, and your own people are going to be infected with it eventually. And in the end, you have basically killed yourself. Yet it didn't stop from making it. All kinds of deadly, nasty shit. And we were doing the same fucking thing, and probably still are too. God damn, I don't care about it. You want to make nuclear bombs? Go ahead. But stop with the fucking diseases. What if there's an accident? It's still being bandied about that maybe the Chinese fucking fucked something up. And that's where that goddamn bird flu came from. And maybe some other things too. Somebody got careless.
Mad cow.
Yeah, who the hell knows?
Swine flu.
Somebody getting a little bit fucking careless with protocol and something gets out. Maybe unintentionally, maybe intentionally, who knows, but it can happen. Terrorism, of course. You give a terrorist a weapon like that, they will use it. Eventually.
Speaking of which, what about the airplane? I see that's faded from the news a bit.
Yeah,
it's in one of two places.
Probably at the bottom of the ocean somewhere.
Or it's getting a new paint job somewhere, you know.
It seems like an excessive amount of risk and trouble to go to get an aircraft when you can simply buy one. You know, they're not that hard to come by.
Everybody keeps thinking there's hostages on the plane or something.
No, not after this much time. They're all dead. Everybody's dead. My own theory is they had something go wrong with the pressurization system somehow. I don't know why the transponders would have been off. Who the hell knows if they were or not. But I think something must have happened. And that plane probably just flew on as a ghost plane until it went into the ocean. Ran out of fuel and just dropped out of the sky. Because it's happened before. You know, that sort of thing has actually happened. You know, a cabin, if they lost pressure at 45,000 feet, or 40,000, whatever they were flying at, they've got seconds, not minutes, to react. Or that, or maybe someone shot it down. You know, and doesn't want to own up to it. It's hiding it. That's happened before, too. You know, the Russians shot down that Korean airline at that time, and we shot down an Iranian one. Chinese, I believe, shot down a Taiwan airliner of some kind.
Let's see if our friendly neighborhood cop is up here.
I'm waiting for you.
Nope, guess not.
He went home to bed, I guess. It's 1:37 in the morning. tools rattling around on the floor down there.
Terry say where the job was, or like what?
I believe she did, and it'll be on the video. I forget. I didn't pay attention.
Like
it's a temp job, local, somewhere, not too far away. Might even be in Mayapack somewhere. I don't know. But I don't know for sure. She did tell me, but I forget.
And she don't got to go too far then.
Well, I don't think her car will go that far.
Oh, she's talking about getting some job in Yorktown. That's a ways.
Yeah. But she's pretty much burned all her bridges locally. I mean, it's just not that many places you can get a job around here anymore.
Have we heard of you?
Yeah, or she's worked there already and she can't go back. She was invited to leave. Surprisingly, a lot of traffic on the road tonight. Considering the late hour, anyway.
Well, it looks like we made it. No skunk.
Don't say that, Scott. We're a long way from home yet.
That was just rancid. Ugh.
Like a room full of corpses. Yeah, we gotta watch those little abandoned building videos there next time. Remind me about that. She's inside this house. Look like someone just up and just left, leaving everything there, and I guess the animals got it. Hey, shit everywhere. And when she walks in the room, there's a mattress on a bed, and there's an obvious chewed hole in the middle of the mattress, and not far away from the hole, there's a lump in the mattress. You know, so it's obvious there's an animal actually in there. I'm like, curled up in the mattress. But she's picking things up off the floor. There's shit all over it. I'm like,
Ew.
what the hell are you touching that
No mask.
for? No.
No respirator. No gloves.
Yes. Don't touch that.
Is that the same woman? That's
Yes.
Oh God.
Same one.
In Canada, right?
Yes. She hasn't been active in a few months. Must have been away doing something or whatever. All of a sudden, there's 3 videos on this. Huh? There's what I call the mush house, because you know this place is about to fall down. And she chickened out halfway through the living room. I would never would have gone through the door. I'd have fallen right through the fucking floor.
God.
The whole place is one peeling, mold-infested mess. Like, I wouldn't want to breathe in there. That and the webisodes. Gotta watch those too.
I want to see caught red-handed.
What the hell is that?
It's where the department stores or something are having trouble with crooks, and they call in the team there to set up.
Oh yeah, we watched some of that shit.
That was pretty fucking kind of like that.
Well, the people involved are all pretty predictable. Yeah. They think they're so fucking smart, and I realize everything they do has been tried 1,000 times before. Ain't nothing new in that kind of game.
All over fucking shoplifting and running off with TVs and whatever the fuck they're doing.
Red light gotcha. I thought that was a particularly nice scene when Rick takes a bite out of the guy's fucking neck.
Mike Tyson there biting the ear off.
No, not Mike Tyson, Walker. He was a walker.
It worked.
Oh yeah, that definitely did it.
No happy ending at all. See, there was one little bit of happiness there. They found each other.
Yeah, that much.
For a brief day or so.
Uh-huh.
I think the other three. How many are there? Carol,
Tyrese. That's just them two, actually, now. The two little girls are dead.
That's right.
And the baby. They had the baby.
And then there's a buried bag of
Guns and ammo.
just in case.
Yeah.
One middle of April and it's still cold.
Yeah, it's not that. Middle of April. It's April 6th.
Wow.
Still early yet in the month. End of the month, we got Rhinebeck coming up. First weekend in May. Or is that the weekend you go in with your parents?
Like in a week or two or soon. Like I just have to. I'm working on it.
No Bambi's tonight either.
I made it. No skunks.
Hey, you still gotta get home.
I should be all right.
Skunk! Get you right here, imagine that. Squirt!
All right, where is he?
Oh, he's probably waiting over by the motor. Get around. Alrighty. Hey, where is the crack in this windshield? I don't see it. Oh, I still don't see it. No, it's too dark, I guess. Can't see it in the reflection. Alright.
Taking a fucking beating. Then I got a nice big chip taken out of the window there. That was another dam. Like, what the fuck?
Where'd these rocks come from? Out of cars? Trucks?
Trucks.
Jesus Christ.
No, the fucking the dump what do you call it? Dump truck, whatever, was hidden behind an 18-wheeler. And there he is.
Oh yeah, he's waiting. There's Tiger. Hey buddy, he's waiting for me. Look at him going in there.
I see the collar.
Yeah, he's wearing the collar. He doesn't seem to mind the collar. Did you get the license number of the truck?
No.
If you do, you can make them pay for the damn windshield.
Yeah, and then yeah, so-and-so truck here, and they're gonna be like, "Yep, good luck with that," and so they're gonna, yeah.
Well.